Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Outskirts Firefight. So I will leave a link to the map down in the description below. So I think this is going to be very interesting. I just played about 5 seconds of it and it's actually pretty fun. So yeah, let's go through it. So it seems like the enemies spawn here with a phantom, which is very interesting because you know, that happened in the original level as well. And I did say when I played that level that this could have been a very good firefight map, and there you go, Forgers made it happen. So let's go through it. I'm just gonna up the audio a little bit here. Okay. So it seems like they have already dropped the hunter here. I think that's it for the first wave, right? So I have 3 ally bots here, just so I don't get overwhelmed. And yeah, I think they're working pretty well. I just died there. Well, alright. Okay, another what do you call it? Phantom drop there. Okay, so those are basically campaign bosses. Oh, that was easy. Alright, 2 phantoms now. This is actually pretty crazy. They actually dropped a lot of enemies here, which I guess will be fun. You know, if you have actual real players, you can do this pretty easily. But you know, because I'm playing single player, this is actually pretty hard. So yeah, I'm gonna die here. That's actually pretty scary. That is one of the bosses in the campaign, basically. And let's see here. I think I can kill him. Just need a few liars, I guess. Holy shit! Okay. And he's dead. Okay, so you can't actually destroy these glasses here. So that's actually pretty unfortunate. I guess you can use it as cover, but you know, it might impede you. So once again, this is very reminiscent of what we had in Halo 2. So oh, come on. I think the enemies are actually heroic here, so it might actually be smart to run towards them. Okay, so it looks like we have a sniper here. That's actually pretty good if I don't die. Oh, and the phantom just spawns out of sight, so that's great. Once again, still needs a little bit more work, I think. Oh, that one works. But yeah, it's not perfect. Obviously, this is the second day Firefight's out, so I wouldn't expect it to be. Okay, another brute chieftain there. He's holding a scrap rifle. Okay. I'm gonna chill for a bit here. Wait, they spawned 400, Jesus Christ. Okay. What are my allies doing? I guess they're shooting from above. Okay, I need a few grenades here, I think. You know, I've only added 3 bots, and I put them in recruit difficulty. I think you can actually add more here. They spawn enough enemies here that, you know, you could have done with a little bit more allies. But as of now, you know, because these are basically infinitely spawning allies, I think they're gonna be fine. But you'll definitely have some difficulty, which is good. You know, we want a few deaths here and there just to make it fun. Even in the original firefight, you would have the same thing as well. You would usually die, and that's normal because you know, it's not campaign. They won't put you back to where you were. And yeah, I mean, obviously, it would depend if you like to die or not, or if you don't like to die, then you might not like this game type. I am not sure, but it's definitely a personal preference thing. And I think they give out enough ammunition or munitions to sustain you during these firefights, so it's not that bad. So, you know, if you like just shooting stuff, this is gonna be good for you. You can tell that I'm not being sweaty at all, right? I'm not playing in a multiplayer mode. I'm playing in a sort of campaign mode. Just not really worrying about having to do crazy shit in multiplayer that you would have to do to just survive. And that is why I just like Firefight, right? Even after multiplayer being launched, I did play Firefight for a little bit in Halo Reach MCC, but it just did not seem fun to me because I think the game type was pretty old, and the enemies I faced were the same ones that I faced like 10 years ago. But as of Halo Infinite, they have a lot of enemy variants, so you can see that even the hunters have 2 variants. There's like 3 or 4 brute chieftain variants, so I don't see myself getting bored anytime soon, especially if you add the forge aspect, and every map being different, or well, the ability for forgers to make different maps. Then I don't see myself getting bored of Firefight anytime soon. I first off, the problem with matchmaking is that because I don't live in America, I live in Asia actually. I don't find matches often. I sometimes have to wait for 3 minutes, and I get bored at that point, right? Why not just play Firefight? And I think if they add multiplayer firefights, the matchmaking should be pretty easy. You just need 4 people playing, right? I think that's pretty easy to find, and yeah, I think that's gonna be fun for those people who don't like to play multiplayer, or those people that I guess are not good enough to play multiplayer, right? That's just another option here, and it's gonna be Firefight. So yeah, I think 4 more minutes left in this game. I'm gonna try to kill this hunter, and I'm not sure if I want to go through another round here. I want to go through another map. So yeah, I think this is the end. I'm gonna end it off real quick here, if I don't die. Okay, it's pretty fun, to be honest, just facing off against campaign enemies. I want the well, I'll go through it later. So okay, what I'm trying to say is that I think they're adding some sort of campaign level into the Firefight map. I can't remember the level, but it's at the end of the game. I think that's going to be very exciting because that is basically already a firefight in the original game. So yeah, I think that's going to be interesting. We'll see when it launches. I'm not sure if the forgers are going to make it before the actual launch by 343. And this hunter is actually being a pain in the ass, so I'm gonna try to snipe. Okay, there you go. Wow, seems like they still are launching more enemies. Okay, I'm just gonna run the timer out then. I have about 2.5 minutes left. Yeah, this is actually pretty hard. So I could do it with a little bit more, skilled allies here. I think I'm gonna change that setting, because if the you know, if the forges are going to put so many enemies and at this difficulty, I'm going to need a little bit more help just to get through them. So yeah, we're going to do that next round. So sorry about this round, but I'm just going to run the timeout like I said. Looks like the bots are pretty lost here. By the way, they added a DMR here. You will never use a DMR to face enemies in the campaign, so that's pretty interesting. I'm sure eventually they'll add the plasma rifle as well in the Elite DLC, and that's also going to be very, very fun. So, well, that's provided if you know, Halo can still make money at that point, because if Halo doesn't make money, I'm pretty sure Microsoft is going to can the project, and that is going to be very unfortunate because you know, Halo was supposed to be 10 years, but you know, Microsoft is a company, right? So if they don't make money on it, it's likely they're not going to get greenlit for the next project, and Halo might actually die at that point. I know people are saying that Halo is going to come back soon, but we'll never know, guys. You know, corporate stuff, it's pretty hard to justify spending money on something that is not making money, and I'm pretty sure they're trying to figure that out right now as we speak. But it's really going to depend on whether players come back, and you can't force players to come back, guys. You have to make something interesting. So I think this is it. I think Firefight is interesting, definitely, but that is subjective, right? I can't say if it's interesting for everyone. You know, that's not the case for anything. And you know, I hope it's interesting. I hope it brings more players back. But you know, I don't have a crystal ball. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice one out there. This is Outskirts Firefight. Go give it a try. Go give it a bookmark. Like and subscribe. Have a nice one out there.